Hello, my friends. I'm coming to you today from beautiful Mississippi, southern Mississippi. It is a gorgeous day out here. I'm loving the birds chirping and just being outside. And for the last week, I've been reflecting on something that I wanted to share with you. And it's the idea that acceptance is the doorway to all transformation. And we have a really hard time with the word acceptance, and even more so with the word surrender. You know, if you think about something that you really want to change in your life, let's say it's your health, or maybe a relationship, or maybe your money situation, your financial situation. If you connect with something that you really, really wish were different in your life right now, you probably can tune into this really tense relationship we have with the word acceptance, or the idea of acceptance. We seem to think that acceptance or surrendering means that we're giving up all hope that it can never be any different, that we're giving up, that things are going to remain the way they are if we accept them or if we surrender. And that actually keeps us stuck. And so connect with that thing that you're experiencing right now. Lately, I've had several clients dealing with physical pain, and with physical pain, it can be very challenging to move into the space of acceptance. Really, with anything that we're experiencing, right? Any health issue, a relationship that isn't working, or if your financial situation is really not good. Anything that you're experiencing that you really wish to change, connect with that for a moment. Because what I want to help you access is that in doing everything that we do to try to change it, we try to fix it, we try to make it go away, we try to make the pain go away, and we'll use the word pain for anything that you're experiencing, right? We might be in pain about our relationship, we might be in pain about our money situation, and the pain of having a health challenge that isn't budging, or it can be real, physical pain. So anything that is bringing us pain and we're wanting the pain to go away, we're trying to fix it, we're trying to solve it, we're trying to get out of it. When we're in that relationship, in that position of trying to make it go away, we're essentially in resistance. And when we're in resistance, essentially what happens is that we're engaging in this kind of tug of war with the thing that we want to change. And the challenge is that in engaging in that tug of war, in that wrestle, we're energizing both sides. We are both sides of the tug of war. We are both sides of the wrestle. And this applies even to our relationships. We think we're wrestling with the other person, and we may very well be wrestling with the other person, but we're really, first and foremost, wrestling with the thing that we want to change. And we're holding that energy of struggle. And so in that resistance, in that tug of war, in that wrestle, what's happening is that there's gripping, you're pushing, you're pulling, you're tugging. And when I speak with my clients about physical pain, they instantly get that when we're in physical pain, there's kind of a gripping that happens. The worse the pain gets, the more we can't focus on anything other than the pain, the more we want it to go away, the more we want it to end. The suffering gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And like the Buddhists say, the end of suffering is through the end of resistance, and the beginning of acceptance, right? So when we're in that kind of fight, that struggle, that battle, that tug of war, there's gripping around it. And so what I want to invite you to do is to stop, to let go. It's like you're releasing the grip around it. And you take a deep breath in this moment, right now, as you're watching this, and think about the thing that you really want to change. And you take a deep breath in this moment. And this is where acceptance really starts to open us, because it's not about the story. Let go of the story of what your situation has been, what it's going to be, what you want it to be, what you're afraid it won't be, and just let go of the story for a moment and just come to this moment right here. And you breathe right now. Take a deep breath. And through your breath, you start to open to accepting this moment right here, with everything as it is right now in this moment. And you can say to yourself, with my breath, I accept this moment as it is. I accept where I am right now because I cannot be anywhere else in this moment. And so as you breathe and you come to this very moment, not in the story of where you are now because it's hurting right now, just this very moment, you start to open to the possibility that even as things are, you can still find peace in this moment. You breathe in deeply in this moment and you open to the possibility, what if I can still find some peace in this moment right now? And when you start to open to the possibility that aside from all of the story of whatever's going on, that in this moment right here, you can find peace in your breath right now, this very moment. That's where the doorway of transformation starts to open. And it can seem easier with things like money or relationship because you can set them to one side. In this moment right here, when you're watching this, you don't need dollar bills in your hand. There's nothing that you need to buy. You can be totally removed from any sort of relationship dynamic and find peace, contentment with yourself right now in your breath. Sometimes with physical health, especially pain or symptoms that are really loud, because they're inside the body, we're experiencing them in here, it can seem as though it's harder, but it's really not. I've had this experience that even in the most acute, burning, stabbing pain with tears streaming down my face, I was able, thank God, I was able to find the doorway, the access, the breath, breathing and finding, even inside of all of this pain, I can find peace in this moment. And when you do that, when you bring your full attention to this moment, to your breath, to finding that even inside the most intense pain, you can find a little bit of peace. That's where the release, the ease starts to happen. You're kind of letting go of the tug of war. You're letting go of, the grip. And so you're breathing, you're accessing this moment where you can find some little bit of peace in here. That's the doorway. That's where you can really start to access magical, miraculous even transformation for all sorts of things. And so, my friends, I specialize in health issues, not relationships or money or anything like that, but it applies to all of this. So if you are dealing with something that you really want to change in your health, or you have someone you love who's kind of fed up with struggling with their health issue, and they might be ready to access this deeper, transformative doorway of how our mind and our emotions contribute to keep us stuck, I'd be so honored to help them. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment underneath this, or like, subscribe, share. I'm always delighted to hear from all of you. Much love to you. Enjoy the sunshine.